Luke had signed with the team late last year, and then the team sort of folded before the season got going.
I signed last year October. Everything was sorted. Received my first bike earlier this year, and then they phoned us and everything just taken.
Okay.
But yeah, it's looking positive now towards this year. I mean, we're still looking for more budget. It's as you know, Rand's don't go far in Europe.
Yes.
But yeah, I secured Mondraker as a bike sponsor. Got some small financial help so far, and I'm going to Brazil end of this month. So looking good so far.
How did it come about? Like how did it actually happen?
Well, so we approached quite a few teams and everything, and everyone's like, "Oh, budget this and that." I mean, Mondraker told us there could be an option.
Okay.
And, it's looking good. So
nice. Yeah. And does it mean a full World Cup season? Where can we look forward to seeing you?
The aim is the full World Cup season.
Okay.
So far, it's Brazil. That's definitely 100%.
Okay.
Just about making it to Europe.
Okay.
And I'm really hoping we can secure more funds to make it more comfortable and make it to North America as well.
Okay.
But I will do everything I can to reach the World Cup. So I'm feeling really strong this year.
Okay.
So I'm really excited.
Talking about strong, that attack on Chapman's Peak in the cycle tour, it's a week later, but have you actually recovered from that attack?
Jeez, the weather was so good and the bunch was just moving so fast. I mean, I just went like, I'm gonna...
Did you rip the field apart? Let's be honest.
Nah, I train on those roads literally every week, so
okay.
I dream about attacking first thing, and I did that.
Did you plan to go on Chappies, or did it just feel right in the moment?
I was hoping the guys were going to send it hard at the bottom of small Chappies, and then I was going to send it even harder.
Okay.
And then they didn't do that, and then I was like, okay, I'm just going full Thunderpool mode and send it.
So just tell us a little bit about this bike. I heard you say it's your third ride on the bike.
Yeah, it's like, it feels like a flipping enduro bike on the downhill, and clearly it rips on the uphill as well. So,
what would make 2025 a good season for you in terms of XCO World Cup racing? What kind of results?
Well, I've obviously got to break into the top 20 in the league category. I don't think I'm too far off, the speed and power of the top 10, maybe in top 5. It's more about the bar-to-bar racing and the mental side of it.
Yes.
So I believe I can get some really good results. It takes time mentally and physically, racing against 40 of the best riders in the world.
Yes.
That's the tough part. It's not numbers and whatnot.
So your first elite race, what would be your expectations? Would you go into it with expectations or other results, or go into it with expectations to do your best performance? Where's your headspace?
Yeah, I want to be able to say after the race, I went the hardest I could and I raced smart, and that's more the side I'm going for, and then we'll look at the result later. I mean, it will come.
Okay. And then obviously you said earlier traveling on ZARs is tricky. What kind of support are you looking for from South African companies? So are you sorted on the bike front, and it's more like cash sponsorship that you're looking for from corporates?
The financial sponsor, a big corporate would be the best option. They would just say, here's some money and make it to the World Cups, get yourself a mechanic or a Seuss or whatnot.
Yes.
That's the best option.
Your last World Cup race, I think you were 5th.
My last one.
The last one at the end of last season, you were 5th. So that's a nice way to end off a season.
Yeah, that was really good. Canada it's always got a special place in my heart with my 5th in junior. So I was feeling confident and
sick. And then Mondraker is obviously a Spanish brand. Any plans to make a trip to the factory and meet people and meet people behind the brand?
I haven't got an invite yet, but hopefully we can sort that out soon.
Okay.
I'd love to go have a look around there, and Spain is such a sick country. So,
right.
So let's see.
Cool. Well, congrats on the result today. You were riding incredibly well. Positioning, style. You won the style award. You won the speed award. You scalped some big riders. And good luck for the 2025 World Cup season. We're all rooting for you, Bruce.
Thanks, guys.
So Benno Willeit, the man who saved the day for Luke Moir and all of South Africans' fans. Tell us how it came about. How did the whole deal come about for Luke?
Well, Luke was a little bit unfortunate with the contract he signed last year in October. It sounded like a very promising team. He signed the contract, and only on the 20th of January this year, I think they spread the news that the team is no longer going on. And I mean, for athletes like Luke, it's the worst. It could actually end a career if you don't have the financial backing or even a bike to ride World Cups. We all know how expensive it got this time now. And yeah, when I heard the news, and Luke was always an athlete that I had an eye on, because he's so gifted. He's so gifted, like the way he rides a bike, how he presents himself, how professional he is, the environment around him, like his dad is always with him, and I like that kind of support as well. And you could see that the kid has lots of talent, and seeing him struggling to find a bike or a company that supports him, for me was the worst. And it only took me one phone call with the CEO of Mondraker, Miguel, and Sergio, the team manager of the team. We had 5 minutes of a conversation. We all agreed immediately that he deserves a good ride, and we made it happen. And we're very proud to have him on our bike. He's not on the team just yet, but hopefully we can work something out. It's the first year that Mondraker has a cross-country factory team as well, after the last year of the downhill team. And to me, it's an incredible, cool company to work for as well and work with, because it's a small company. They fully focused on mountain bikes and gravel bikes, and that's what they do, that's what they love. And yeah, we share the same passion all along. And having Luke now as an ambassador for now, it's incredible. Incredible for us as a brand, incredible also for the South African market, because I don't think many people know about the brand, but now with Luke being on it, winning the race here today, I think more and more people will put an eye on it.
And so, you know, Mondraker is probably one of, if you had to pick the 3 brands in the world that are at the front in terms of innovation, I would put Mondraker in there. They actually they were the first to modern geometry. Many people don't know, but they, you know, from 15 years back, I think forward geometry became a thing, and they were one of the first in that space. So, and just chatting to Luke now, he said, Miles, this bike rides like an enduro bike. And so obviously that geometry from gravity orientated bikes has now trickled down into XC bikes. What's next from Mondraker? Like, they've reinvented geometry, everyone's cottoned onto it. What else is coming from Mondraker?
There's a lot in the pipeline, and that's also one of the reasons why they invested in a factory team, because that gives you straight access to the racing itself, to the athletes. You as a brand can call the shots. So they have a lot of knowledge coming from the downhill side. The geometry of the bike, as you mentioned, is outstanding, and they were some of the first ones, if not the first one, to bring that into those bikes. There is new development on the downhill bikes already now that you may have seen on the World Cup circuit last year. Some of that technology we will also bring into the cross-country stuff.
Okay.
Different, of course, the weight in cross-country plays a big part, but we don't want to justify performance of the bike just because of the weight. So now it's trying to find out where we can shape off some weight that doesn't affect the performance of the bike. And like I said, with the factory team and riders like Luke and all the other factory riders that we have on the contract, I have no doubt that there will be more stuff coming and great stuff coming out.
And last question, you have, I don't know, more than 15 years experience in this kind of a role, finding riders, looking after riders, managing teams, developing riders. Where, like you said, Luke's got incredible talent. I think so too, but you're there at the World Cup, so you would know. What do you think the ceiling is in terms of results from the talent you've seen from Luke? Like, how good could he be at a World Cup level?
Oh, I think Luke has everything you need to be the greatest. I think he brings so much talent with, but the talent alone is not going to get you to be excellent. Like, you need the drive as well. Like, at some stage, if you don't have the drive, if you don't push hard when it hurts, it's going to be hard to win iconic events and be one of the greatest in the sport. And I think Luke does have what it takes. As you could see, like when it comes to handling a bike, he has everything he needs. And then I know from his dad, from his environment, but also just talking to him, how focused he is, how well he knows his equipment. He knows exactly what's good or bad for him, what is a distraction right now. And he's not working just for the short-term goal, he has a long-term vision. And that's what I always looked at when I speak to riders, like it's where they want to be, not today or tomorrow, like where they see themselves in a year's time, 2 years' time. Like how far are they willing to push, how far they want to go with you as well as a team, and trust the team as well, because those riders are all young. They all need to make their own mistakes sometimes as well, but if they're smart enough to listen to the right people that maybe have made those mistakes before, or maybe worked with athletes before that went through a hard time and so on. Like racing is up and downs, and you have to handle them as professional as possible. When you have a down, get yourself out of it the quickest possible. Trust the people around and yourself every single day. And I think with Luke, he is that kind of person. He is that raw diamond that with the right people around him, he's going to shine very bright.
Well, a man with your CV would know what to look for, would know what characteristics to recognize in a future champion. So I want to end this off with to say, on behalf of South Africa, thank you for giving Luke an opportunity, and we back you guys all the way.
Thank you very much. The support of South Africa is well needed. You all know how hard it is to travel overseas to find the fundings and everything to get to those international events. And only by being there you can actually prove yourself that you have what it takes to compete against the greatest. Yeah. So thank you very much to South Africa, to all the fans out there to support us. It's a very small little group that we are right now. I think Luke is the first one in this country riding or racing on the brand, on Mondraker.
Yeah.
And I'm just very proud of being part of it and being on Luke's side here.
What a legend. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.